Anthony Weaver just had a Zoom conference meeting today, and it got me super excited for this Houston Texans defense. We're going to discuss it next. Let's cue the intro.
The city of the dream team, Hakeem, two-ring, Beyonce, yeah, man. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block made a hot spill.
Hello everybody, welcome back to 713 Houston Sportcast. I'm your host, Ruben Calavillo, and like I was saying in the intro, Anthony Weaver just had a Zoom conference call meeting with the Houston Texans media, and I think it absolutely went very, very good. And I'm going to go over some quotes that he had that I think, y'all should really take a look at. So let's start with the top one. I have plenty of pass rushers. I got to find ways to put them in the best place to be successful. He said that he likes Martin, he likes Omenihu, and he likes Ejiofor. Those two quotes right there just shows me that he wants to use everybody as much as he can. And that was one thing that Roman Cornell didn't do last year towards the end of the season. We saw a little bit of Omenihu. We saw a little bit of Jacob Martin. I feel like Weaver needs to really find a way to scheme these guys and find a way to get him to the quarterback. And then he goes on and with the next quote that says the Texans will be more exotic, on third down. Now, when he said exotic, that kind of got me excited because the Houston Texans defense for the past couple of years have been predictable. They don't really blitz that much. They don't really just go all at you. They have no creativity whatsoever. They barely run any stunts. You don't see any safety blitzes. You don't see any corner blitzes. This defense has been very, very bland. By exotic, we're not going to know what to see with the Houston Texans defense. And if you used to watch the Baltimore defense back in the day, the quarterback did not know where the players were going to be. And when you go against elite quarterbacks, you have to show them stuff that they haven't seen before. You have to confuse them. And that was something that the Houston Texans didn't do. And that is one of the reasons why they really got carved up against very good quarterbacks the last couple seasons. Anthony Weaver has seen that, and he wants to do things differently. And that's something that I'm very excited about it. He also talked about JJ Watt playing 16 games. And that is very critical for the team. And I absolutely agree. I know I've had my feelings about J.J. Watt. But when this dude is healthy, he's an absolute monster. And he commands the double team. And with J.J. getting the double team, it's going to be hard for somebody not to get open with the players that we have. With Blacklock, with Jernigan, with Merciless, with Jacob Martin, and the rookies as well. J.J. Watt is a huge key for this defense like he always is, but this season is going to really have to rely on J.J. Watt. And speaking of the rookies, he said that he expects the rookies to contribute, and that was music to my ears. Like I said, Roman Cornell doesn't like playing rookies. The Houston Texans don't like playing rookies. I like that Weaver is having this defense his own, and I'll get about that much later. But having the rookies contribute is something that the Houston Texans really need to start doing, because yes, you can win games with veteran players, but you can also win games with young rookies, and that is something that the Houston Texans need to be excited about. I would love to get a heavy dose of Grenade, Blacklock, Reed. It's going to be very exciting for this Houston Texans defense. And another thing that he talked about was how Rex Ryan had a huge impact, on his career. And if you guys remember Rex Ryan's defense, it was absolutely killer, man. They had so many ways to get to the quarterback. Quarterbacks were fearing for their lives because they didn't know where the pass rush was coming from, where the blitz was coming from. If he brings that to this Houston Texans team, we have the speed, we have the muscle. It is going to be really exciting to see how this defense plays under Anthony Weaver. And to go back to that point where I like that this is Anthony Weaver's defense. Because if you remember with Mike Vrabel, I feel like it wasn't really his. I feel like Romeo Cornell still had a lot of say, a lot of input on the Houston Texans defense. And I like that with his press conference, Anthony Weaver's press conference, he said, we're going to be more exotic. Something that the Houston Texans haven't been in the past couple years. We're going to play the rookies, something that the Houston Texans defense hasn't really done the last couple of years. He is making this defense his own, and I am super, super excited about it, because we know that this offense can be very good. We just need this defense to be step up. And if this defense goes to one of the best in the NFL, you don't even have to be one of the best in the NFL. A top 10 defense, and we are going to win some big games. Super excited about this. But let me know what you guys think, guys. Do you guys like Anthony Weaver? I'm a huge fan of him. I'm so excited to see what he brings to this new defensive scheme, this defensive line with the secondary, guys. As always, go Texans. Y'all have a blessed day.